The Ziss Brine Shrimp Hatchery, sold at Aquarium Co-op, is excellent. The Ferrari of brine shrimp hatcheries, far as I know. It is excellent in many, many ways. But here's how I would improve it. Three things. Number one, I'd make the base taller. Because if you're using it as it comes, you can't really get down in there very well and adjust it. And that's kind of annoying. And I know a lot of people are just hanging it, you know, which is an excellent way to go. But if you don't want to hang it, I do like this base because it stays where it's at, you know. When you set it down, it's going to stay there. Excellent. But I would make these legs longer. Number two, and I know this is kind of an extra little dinky thing, put this in Fahrenheit for America. I know we're dumb, and I don't know off the top of my head what 23 degrees Celsius is. I just assume it's around 74-ish, which is kind of what I assume about everything Celsius. Not always the best idea. Number two, what I would change about the Ziss Brine Shrimp Hatchery. Your nozzle down here is too short. I would like to see that perhaps with a attachment that goes over it with a, not piece of airline tubing, but some kind of tubing over this, ideally flexible to where I can pull that out a little bit and, you know, fill a small container or kind of move that into a net to filter it out. So again, I can leave it standing there, turn my dingus, and have a way to drain that out. Number three, the number one most important thing, Ziss, if you're listening, people, if you're listening, we must demand this one thing. For the love of Moses, mark the side with measurements so that instead of having to get a glass and measure out 1 liter or 2 liters, have it be this one size fits all. I take to the sink or I take to whatever water source I want to top this off with. I go, yep, there's 1 liter. And I dump in my brine shrimp eggs, my salt, and wham, bam, I'm making brine shrimp. Leave a comment down in the bottom what you would change about the brine shrimp hatchery. What you like about it. I've used this, I've had this about 3 weeks now. Been cooking up some brine shrimp. It is game changing in the fish breeding world. And I gotta say, I love it. I regret buying my San Francisco Bay like 6 weeks ago because it's junk and it's half the price of this, and this is 3 times the unit. Closing with one thing I like. The way that this airline tubing with the no clog air stone, far as I can tell, I think that's a Ziss brand no clog air stone. This is rigid enough to where it keeps its shape right down towards the bottom, which is excellent. Keeps the air flowing nice, middle, the conular shape down there at the bottom, excellent, top notch. Yeah, recap. Put this in Fahrenheit. I know it's just a dinky thing, and temp, you know, if your fish room temperature is regulated, it shouldn't matter. America, wham. 2, or that was 2. This is 1 because I'm not organized. Make your legs longer. Give me a nozzle and a hose I can attach to this to where I can pull that out and do a little bit of dinking around. And number 3, for the love of Moses, put the measurements on here. 1 liter, 2 liter, 2.5. I think this is pretty close to 2.5 liters totally full, which turns out is a ton of brine shrimp. If you don't use it all at once, freeze it. You know, strain it out and concentrate it and freeze it. That's all for me. Bye-bye.